Welcome to Kibera, the largest slum in Africa. Just steps away from towering skyscrapers, hundreds of thousands of people fight for every inch of land, every drop of clean water, and every fleeting moment of peace just to keep surviving. From above, you'll see two parallel worlds. On one side, the bright lights of downtown Nairobi, on the other, a sea of rusted tin roofs stretching like a scar of urbanization. But Kibera is more than just a story of deprivation. It's a place where the impossible still happens. Children learn to read beneath corrugated roofs, mothers cook with firewood and faith, and entire communities share every meal, every dream. If you are looking for a different perspective, not one of pity, but of understanding, then this video is for you. Hit like and subscribe to join us on a journey through places forgotten on the map, but never forgotten in the hearts of those who live there. And now, let's step into the muddy alleys, where life doesn't wait for rescue, it rises on its own, day after day. Kibera awakens all your senses, but not with beauty, with raw truth. The smell of charcoal smoke mixes with the stench of open sewage. Children's cries blend with the calls of vendors selling wilted vegetables. A morning here begins with lining up for water at a public tank, the only source left after weeks of relentless shortages. And if you wonder how anyone can live under such conditions, just ask them, and you'll hear a simple answer: because we don't have any other choice. Around 94% of households in Kibera have no access to running water. They must buy every jerry can at prices up to 5 times higher than what the wealthy pay. A single shared toilet may serve 400 to 500 people a day. What's called a home here is often just a tarp set up beside the railway tracks, where every passing train shakes not just the ground, but the fragile lives built upon it. The deeper you go into the narrow alleys, the more you'll see makeshift shelters built from plastic sheets, wooden frames, and scraps of old metal. Some are nothing more than a patch of dirt, fenced off with fabric and wire, home to entire families of 5 or 6. During the rainy season, these homes turn into water basins. Children sleep on foam mats laid over flooded ground, while adults take turns staying awake, afraid the wind might tear the roof off. But the most surprising thing is this: Kibera is alive, truly alive. Children still laugh and play in the muddy alleys. Women still dress up on Sundays, carrying babies in one arm and water in the other. And every Monday morning, you'll see hundreds of kids heading to school, even if that school is just a tin-roofed room with no electricity and barely any desks. But they go, because as long as there's hope, there's a reason to keep going. We met Achieng, a 36-year-old woman living with her 3 children. Her daily job is collecting recyclable trash, earning less than $1 a day. But she doesn't complain. When asked about her hopes, she simply said, "I just want my children to go to school. Even a small certificate, just enough to get them out of here." In another classroom we visited, there were 68 students, 1 teacher, and a worn-out blackboard. No textbooks, no computers. But there were focused eyes, dreams of becoming doctors, engineers, and teachers. There were bare feet, but they never stepped back. The healthcare story isn't any better. The nearest clinic can be a 30-minute walk away. Medicine is often in short supply. For many, getting sick means having to choose between treatment or a meal. And despite the poverty, Kibera is rich in human spirit. There are community kitchens quietly serving meals. Youth groups teach dance, art, and reading to the children. They don't wait for the government. They take action, because if they don't, things will only get worse. Amid the darkness of poverty, pollution, and injustice, there are still glimmers of light, the unbreakable spirit of people who refuse to give in. In Kibera, people don't wait for miracles. They create them with their own hands, with kindness, and with the power of human connection. Every makeshift classroom, every pot of donated porridge, every act of kindness is proof that where there is community, there is hope. NGOs and local residents are working every day to create change, even the smallest kind. The story of Kibera is not a cry for pity. It's a lesson in the power of resilience. It reminds us that true development cannot exist without justice. That any form of urbanization, if stripped of humanity, becomes a double-edged sword, leaving behind scars for future generations to bear. And that's why this video exists, not for you to travel with your eyes, but to feel with your heart. Because true travel isn't just about discovering beautiful places, it's about seeing the stories that are often hidden from view. If you believe stories like Kibera's need to be told, please share this video. Hit like to let us know you're listening. And subscribe to help us spread a message of humanity, where every step is taken with understanding, because sometimes, the darkest places are where the brightest light of compassion shines.